the sun, everyone! Welcome again to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. My name is Tynaeus Vane, and I wanted to say that I missed a DLC key in one area. We're going to be going here for that. I'm going to get that first. I was thinking about it. I still don't know if I want to go through the DLC. I think I'll do that in probably later this year. Just because I kind of want to get Dark Souls 2 over with for right now. Because I already have Dark Souls 3 content on my channel. And I want to, I kind of want to keep going with other things. So, it's just a decision I was thinking about a lot for a while. As you can see, I actually changed weapons. Instead of the Black Knight's Halberd, I have the Black Knight's Halberd, which does considerable damage with fire. I actually switched to the Drake Keeper's Great Axe. Hold on a second. Oh wait, no, this is the Malformed Skull. I'm kidding. I actually have the Malformed Skull plus 6, as well as the Great Keeper's Axe plus 6. Just because I was thinking, you know, they're really good by themselves, and the Black Knight Halberd really falls short whenever you're going up against anything with fire resistance. Like, it's good and all. But yeah, you need to use the Iron Key for this. I feel like I need a shield with better stability. Which means I need to take down one of my, one of my weapons. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use more, so I'm gonna use this one. And I think I'm gonna keep the Great Axe on. So, because we're going up against these buggers. And they're really... Ow. I thought I had my shield up. By the way, if you noticed, I'm wearing full Havels. Uh-oh. Hi, friend. I hate these guys so much. I forget which one is the Iron Key. Does this not block any... Like, I'm keeping it up. Okay, so that's a correct Dread Eye. Oh, I need to go over there. Okay. Rebel's Great Shield. Hi, friends. I'm not even worried about the souls. It's just that these enemies are nearly impossible to deal with. And I'm wearing full Havels. Like, they're staggering me. The shield I was using, I don't think it had any worthy protection. The only reason I chose it was because it had full fire resistance. Which sucks, but you know. Put that on the first slot just because I'm you know, OCD like that. Get this out. But as you saw, we got the old Iron Key. Yeah, the old Iron Key. which looks like that. Heavy Iron Keep, sorry. Past the altar deep within the Iron Keep, and through the door is the tower that the old Iron King used to produce iron. The unearthly weight of this chunk of iron is a reminder of the Iron King's own immeasurable strength. The frozen flower, a stone ornament shaped like a flower, cold enough to dampen the greatest heart, opens the door to a new path from the Shrine of Winter, found on the road to the Great Castle. And then Dragon Talon, a terribly worn Dragon Talon. Legend has it that in the deepest reaches of the Black Gulch, behind a door locked from the inside, is a magnificent city built for a great slumbering dragon. This talon clearly dates to ancient times, but great vitality emanates from it. Okay. From it still, rather. Okay. So, now that we have the DLC keys out of the way, I'm going to be going to Dragonglade Castle. That chamber right there is, you know what? I might actually get that just to kind of show you everything. I don't think I actually beat the chariot, the Executioner's Chariot. I don't think I did that. I need to go back and check. But, anyway. I forget what door it is. I'm actually kind of scared. And boys for days. And just chunk that. Don't mind me. He saw me. Okay, because that's a thing. He does a lot of damage. Not what I wanted, but okay. I missed an Estus Flask shard, and I don't remember where. I think it actually might be in one of these rooms. Oh, hey, the gem's still good. Okay. I find that insufferable. I like using that words against things that actually are. And here I am, thinking I can dodge a golf swing. I don't like those guys at all. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't want to deal with that right now. This guy I don't mind dealing with. And how about this one? Okay. Really? Screw this weapon. Screw it. And boink. And boink. Alright, so I showed you the DLC keys. I showed you where the DLC is. Well, the DLC, in order, is the first one is the Old Iron King DLC. The second one is the Old Sunken King. Well, no, the second one I believe is the yeah, it's the Sunken King DLC. The final one is the Frozen King DLC. Basically, the reason they're in that order is because those are basically the routes that's the route that you need to take. I mean, you don't need to take it, So if you went the way I went, it would have been the Old Sunken King, the Old Iron King, and then the Frozen King. But yeah, they take quite a while to do, and like I said, I'll probably do them later this year. But right now, because I have I already have more Dark Souls content coming in because of Dark Souls 3. I kind of want to just get this finished. It feels really drawn out. So yeah.
My journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none. I was born of dragons, contrived by men. By ones who would cozen fate herself. They are the ones who created me. But they failed. I did not come out as intended. Fate would not be bested, and men were cursed once again. If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you, knowing that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul. Put Nashandra to rest.
Will do, baby girl. Hold on, I just want to check something quick. Don't mind me. Okay, never mind. You saw nothing. Alright, so the next boss fights are gonna be a little bit weird. Reason they're gonna be weird is because there's like 4 of them. Seriously, there's 4 bosses that I need to fight. I mean, technically only 3, but I mean, you'll see in a moment. I'm really not worried about it. The only thing I am worried about is defense. So I think at most I'm just going to be putting on I wish I could do this, but it has 45 strength requirement, and I do not have 45 strength. Not at all. Not even close. So I also wish I could put that on, but I can't. I think I'm just going to use the Drenglake shield. I mean, it's not a great shield, but it'll do. We have the Head of Angarl and Benhart of Jugo. Now, you can actually summon 4 people for this boss fight, and I believe it is Benhart of Jugo, Head of Angarl, one of the guys that helped you with another boss. I forget who, but I believe also Lucatiel can help with this boss fight. Now, right now, I'm just going to be worrying about one of these guys, the Throne Watcher. The reason that you want to worry about both of them at the same time is because both of them, they can both heal each other. Later on, they actually get magic weapons. They infuse their weapons with magic. So you want to kind of take care of them both at the same time. And swipe, swipe. Come on. Then I just stand back and drink. I can't remember for the life of me where that is. Where the final Estus Flash shard is. See, this is the one this is what I need to worry about, because now they go through the shield. Also, before I go any further, I need to make sure that this guy is down to about the same amount as the Watcher. Because otherwise, they're going to start reviving each other to like half health. And I don't want to deal with it. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Also, I kind of want both of these guys for the other two boss fights. Hopefully they don't die. Uh-oh. Drink. Oh, you're kidding. They did not follow through with me. They did not follow through for me. You fools! What have you done? Also, I don't think that having a certain amount of people in this boss fight really affects the difficulty of it. With every other boss, that's an absolute. With every other boss, that is definitely. It is purely. Yeah, it's an absolute. Stop it! I don't want to deal with you right now. Be gone from me. Alright. I said be gone. I'll be right back when I'm probably around the same spot. You know what? I'm actually gonna just cut there. When I finally kill both of them. You'll see when I kill both of them. I don't want to waste any time. So, see you there. all does nothing. It's pointless to use. The Dragon Watcher Axe or Dragon Keeper Axe doesn't work either, because it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to slice where I want it to slice, even though I'm locked on it. I can't use that. I can't use this. I have to use this because it's just acid. Thought I got the notched whip. ring does shit in that fight. This sucks. Seriously, it sucks. Like, I wish I was able to have a competent player, but I am stuck with these for now. If I had one more, it would be ideal. Fuck you. She's the one that's been giving me the problems. But we need to take him down farther. Finally, my goodness! That was really loud. I'm sorry. I do apologize for that. Ugh. If I had a healing item for you, I would, big buddy.
Brave undead, you have proven yourself to me. Now, be one.
Okay, so this final boss makes no sense. Truly, she doesn't. Okay, so basically what her shtick is curse. And unless we kill these things, that ain't gonna change. I honestly don't remember how to, like, I've only beaten her once, and I'm still kind of confused. Heal Vangarl, what are you doing? Honestly, she's one of those that's like, yeah, she's not really hard, but she's really annoying. And is that an AoE? That's an AoE. She's also really slow, so that's also a thing. Focus me. Come on. I just drink. And I think she causes more of those things to arise. Yeah. Just wait for her to go down a little bit. Oh, and then she has a curse beam. Your curse beams don't work on me, woman. Okay, so the thing about Nishandra is that she isn't actually a woman. She's a piece of the dark. She's a piece of the abyss. At least that was the whole thing about this game, is that it was like, yeah, all the bad guy. Oh, oops. Oh. So all of the queens, really. I don't really know how else to describe them. Basically, every other person that was involved with any of the kings in any of all of the areas, basically, they're pieces of the abyss. Is this it? Oh. I see. Okay. I thought I had one more boss ahead of me. Here's the thing. I know why I only have I only have one decision. and that is to link the fire. Now, the reason that is because I did not defeat Vendrick in the tomb. The reason I didn't was because it was a really long boss fight that I really didn't want you guys to worry about, because like it's a really long, tedious boss fight. It really is. He takes forever to kill, and frankly, I wasn't really up to, spending an hour and a half on a frustrating boss. That said, if you kill him, you can there's one thing I actually wanted to kind of show you guys first before I finish this game. Officially finish it. The Aldea Hammer. Hammer used by Aldean acolytes, not used as a weapon but an instrument to dissect the bodies of the victims of their experimentation. They say that Lord Aldea was the king's elder brother and helped found Drink Lake, but he later lost interest in the land's fortunes. Basically, what that, that actually makes, for me, this makes sense. If Aldea is the king's elder brother, it makes a lot of sense. He was the one that was discovering the whole. He was basically the one researching about the first flame. That is why all those creatures were in Aldea's keep, was because he was the one searching for, trying to understand, basically trying to understand more. Basically trying to understand the soul, the link of souls and the fire. Okay, this is just my theory. Basically, Aldea was trying to search trying to figure out the link between souls and the fire, whereas Vendrick was solely looking for what comprised of a soul. Like, he had the most findings on souls. So Aldea was the one searching, trying to understand the link between the fire. Well, I keep on saying it, but you actually fight him as a secondary, as the final boss. He is the scholar of the first sin. Aldea is. That guy that keeps rising up out of the flame. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, so this is the first time I've actually beaten this game. Okay, first time I've legitimately beaten this game. I've beaten Ashandra before, but I haven't beaten Lord Aldea. So let's proceed to the throne. If you defeat Aldea, you have the choice of going out and becoming a Dark Lord. But this is the good ending. At least my understanding. I'm going to shut up now and just let it play.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this. Great Sovereign, take your throne.
Must be uncomfortable in all that armor.
What lies ahead, only you can see.
Alright. So, basically what just happened, technically, because you sit on the throne of the throne, you link the fire. It doesn't actually show you linking anything. The way that the fire was linked was that the chosen undead was to give themselves up for the linking of the fire. That is why in Dark Souls 3, you're basically going around to all the Lords of Cinder. You're collecting their souls because they refused to come back to link the fire. At least that's my understanding so far. So basically what happens is, as you link, when the chosen undead links the fire, that reignites the age of fire. So because that happens, all the undead, basically it breaks the curse of the undead. I don't understand the reason why Nashandra was all like, "Oh, good job, you've proven yourself to me, let me kill you." Like, that didn't make any sense to me. I understood that she was the one that convinced Vendrick to go to the land of giants and basically pillage the land of giants. She was the one that convinced him to do that. Because she is a part of the Abyss. She is the... I guess it really doesn't come around unless you play the DLCs. But basically what happens is in the Frozen King DLC, the reason that you find out that they're pieces of the dark is because the Frozen King's queen, basically she was the embodiment of the Father of the Abyss's fears. In the original Dark Souls, the Father of the Abyss was Manus. He was basically the final boss of the original Dark Souls DLC. And he is basically the one that he's the one that caused the Abyss. I mean, I don't know how the Abyss came to be invasive, but what I do know is that I believe when you kill him, he shatters into pieces. Like that, from judging from this, it's like he shattered into pieces. The Abyss basically kind of broke apart. So shards of the Abyss became these basically reflections of women. Nashandra being the epitome of Mandus's wants, the manifestation of the desires. In the Frozen King, she was the embodiment of fear, of Manus's fear. Sorry. In the Sunken King, it was... what was it? I completely forget about the Sunken King. But in the Iron King, I think it was... actually, now that I think about it, I don't know. I haven't actually beaten that DLC yet. The Old Iron King, I mean. That's the only one that I think that's the only one I haven't seen the end of. But basically, it all comes around... Well, it's supposed to come around to... Like, oh, you linked the fire. Good job. But the reason a lot of what happened was because of the shards of the Abyss convincing all of the monarchs to be, you want to do this, like, you're the one that wants to do this, not me. Like, they're the ones that convinced them to do it. I don't think that's how it was in well, I mean, that's what Nashandra was. Now, I could be wrong. This is honestly just a theory I have. But, you know, I think a lot about the different of how these games really come together. Because it's fascinating, really. Honestly, when you think about it, it's genius how they come together. Now, because, like in Dark Souls 3, it actually shows that that this game really doesn't have a place yet. Or either that, or like Dark Souls 3 came before this, or I don't know. But like, when I get to that part, when I get to certain parts in Dark Souls 3, it makes me think more and more. This game, Dark Souls 2, doesn't really have a place yet. But the whole thing about this game was like, you're basically the chosen undead again, trying to link the fire, but that really doesn't happen. You just sit on a throne and you guess something happens. The only thing that's absolute is the second ending, where basically you leave. Basically, Dark takes over, which is exactly what Nishandra wants. At least I believe that's what Nishandra wants. But anyway, I believe that's just about it for my rantings. I'm actually kind of glad that... Oh, Rosabeth of Melfia. And Karina Reeves. Oh. Hannah John Kamen. Bushalquar. Now, one thing I kind of wanted to also bring up is that this music is amazing. It reminds me a lot of Legend of Zelda music. At least the credits. But supervisor was Hidetaka Miyazaki. So, I mean, he did have a hand in it, but he really didn't influence much. But anyway. That does it for me today in Dark Souls 2. Scholar of the First Sin. Later this year, I do intend on going through the DLC. So yeah, you can expect more Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin content. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Toodles. Achievement Pop.